Hey Vinny, what's going on? I was bored, so I thought I'd sharpen some knives that somebody brought over tonight. He's not going to come pick them up till tomorrow evening, but I was bored. Things are chewed up, man. Man, these are in bad shape. Vinny, were you off today? Or are you working at the firehouse? Walking the dog. It'll take you a little time. You'll get there, man. You'll know after a while how to get faster on it. And sometimes, yeah, the angle adjustment is always finicky. It's got a horrible adjustment to it. Hey, Elizabeth. The twice as sharp does not have an ideal clamp. It's very good, but I'm not sure it's ideal. Hey folks, thanks for watching tonight. We're Sharpen Right Services located in League City, Texas. SharpenRight.com. We sharpen salon, barber, and pet grooming shears, sewing scissors, industrial scissors, clipper blades, and just about any knife. Yeah, I'm not sure if anybody's ever going to design anything like that for them, but yeah, it would be nice. But I'll tell you this, the flat hone, you can't sharpen a pair of sewing scissors as well on the flat hone as you can on the twice as sharp. I've tried. And the twice as sharp works better, in my opinion, for sewing scissors. Yes. The Hirato's got micro adjustments to it within a half a degree. So anyway, we're just doing a few knives tonight. I was bored. Got finished with dinner and I thought, you know what? I'm going to sharpen these knives and get them off my bench. These knives are nasty. They're in bad shape. rough edge. But we're getting there. That little ding right there. So I'm trying not to heat up the blade. Tell me where everybody's watching from. We're in League City, Texas. Vinny, I don't know. I've never used that convexing clamp. Martin, I use a 240 grit diamond wheel from Continental Diamond Tools on my twice as sharp for the good scissors. Martin, if you will look at my community page, I've got a section to all the equipment that I use, and I've got a link to Continental Diamond Tools. And I will say this, at the time, Wolf Industries did not have a diamond wheel when I ordered mine. So they do have a diamond wheel, and I think they have a CBN wheel also for the twice as sharp. I've never used the CBN wheel, but I hear good things about it. I think Vinny's ordered one. Vinny, are you using the CBN wheel already, or are you still using the factory wheel on the twice as sharp? I think the CBN wheel probably will work pretty well. I just don't have any experience with it to tell whether I like it or not. I do like the diamond wheel. I have a 240 grit. It's either 240 or 220. I can't remember. I think it's 240 grit diamond wheel from Continental Diamond Tools. I really like it. I mean, I've had it for at least 2, maybe 3 years. I think they're well worth the money. I don't like the 100 grit, the factory stone on most of the twice as sharps, and I have the upgraded stone. I have 2 twice as sharps, and I have the upgraded stone on one of them, and I never use it. The only time I ever use that twice as sharp is with the rotary wheels. DeLeon, I charge basically about $8 for this knife. And this knife was in really bad shape. All of these knives are in really bad shape. Look like they've never been sharpened before. And I'm keeping them fairly toothy. I'm stopping at about 600 grit. Take care, Vinny. So here's another one. These are Calphalon. I think they're Calphalon. Yeah, they're Calphalon brand knives. Well, Scott, I'm not doing any stropping here. You know, you'd have to, DeLeon, you'd have to look it up what it is. I'm at 77546. I'm sorry, 77573 in Texas. I don't know, probably $12 to ship knives. Hey Scott, if I'm going to do stropping belt, I use a leather belt from Cliff Curry, Curry Custom Cutlery, and I just use the white compound. These knives, I'm not stropping them. I'm leaving these fairly toothy. Hey, I appreciate y'all watching. I hope y'all hit that thumbs up button. I hope you subscribe to our channel. Your support does help our little business down here in Texas grow. We do mail-in sharpening from all around the United States. We're Sharpen Right Services located in League City, Texas. League City is halfway between Houston and Galveston on the Texas Gulf Coast. We sharpen salon, barber, and pet grooming shears, clipper blades, sewing and industrial scissors, and just about any kind of knife. I'm doing this one at 18 degrees. The other two I did at 20 and 18. The chef knife I did at 20 degrees. The Santuco I did at 18 degrees. And this one I'm doing at 18 degrees. They're very rough. They're very rough. And I'm trying not to heat up the blade. He said these were never sharpened. And it's also cocktail time in Texas. Sorry about the background noise. That's my dust collection system on. And the dogs are going crazy for some reason. We're finally starting to get a burr. It's just still rough. There's a couple little pits in the blade still. You can tell they've been put in the dishwasher, so they're pitted. Taking a lot more work than I want, but I got nothing but time this evening. It just depends on the knife, Scott. I mean, these knives, this guy's not going to take care of these knives, so I'm not going to polish the edge on it. So I'll finish with a 600 on this particular knife. Not every knife is the same. Not every customer is the same. You have to have a conversation with your customer on what they want. And if the customer doesn't know what he wants, leave it toothy. And you can tell how people treat their knives. This knife is going to be put in the dishwasher. I can tell. So there's no reason to make a big polished, beautiful edge on it, because it'll last 24 hours after I give it back to him. Thanks, Patrick. I hope you subscribe. Your support does help our little business out. Scott, don't take my opinion as gospel. Everybody's got an opinion, and you know what they say about opinions. best chef knife. Well, I would say, oh my God, the dogs are going crazy. I would say from the chefs I know, most of them use Victorinox because they are good quality knives for a reasonable price. They've got a good handle on them that is very grippy when it comes to when your hands are wet or greasy or something like that. The next one I would say is Wusthof and then Hinkle. Those are the big knives that most of my chefs use. I've got a few chefs that use Shun, but Shun are too high maintenance for most kitchens. All right, here's another. This is a cool knife here. This guy bought this old carbon steel knife and put a brand new handle on it. So I'm gonna polish it up first of all. I like Global. I have a Global knife myself. The problem with the Global knife is they're very, very brittle. They're a low edge angle, and they're probably not for a commercial kitchen. I don't like their handles. Their handles are just very slippery on the Globals. I'm gonna have to move out of the way for a second. I'm not gonna move the camera. Sorry about that. Hey Jim, so I just polished this up on my Scotch-Brite pad. I wasn't going to move the camera for that. So I just polished it up a little bit. This is an old carbon steel knife that the guy had rehandled, and he put a beautiful handle on it. Man, they did a really good job. Really like this knife. So I'm gonna put a new edge on it. It's got some dings in the blade. This is going to take a while because these old carbon steel knives are hard as hell. Jim, I enjoyed your video this afternoon. Appreciate you posting that. You did a great job on that ice auger. All right, we're going to put a 20-degree bevel on this blade. And this is going to take a while. I love carbon steel knives. Look at that nice spark. I like to see the sparks on a knife. Yeah! I love carbon steel. Got a little area right there I want to work on. Kind of flatten that blade out and make it look good. No, this is not Damascus. basically all I'm doing on this 120 is getting that bevel nice and even all the way across the blade. That looks pretty good. Maybe right there. I'm gonna do one more run. Try to even it out a little bit. The problem is the real Damascus steel is super expensive. 99.9% of the people who claim their knives are Damascus steel is not Damascus steel. And that's all I have to say about that. Paul, it'd be worth a fortune. Real Damascus steel is labor intensive. Probably. Bob Kramer, he's a custom knife maker in the United States. He does real Damascus steel. His knives sell for $20,000. Abdullah Kappa, I have no idea what the most expensive steel is. Not my area of expertise. No idea what the cheapest steel would be. Pig iron? I don't know. No problem. No, Gretchen. Gretchen, this is an AMK 75. It's made by a company in Tennessee called AMK Tactical. You can look up all their machines on amktactical.com. They don't make this particular machine anymore. I don't believe they do. I think they have a newer one. amktactical.com. I've had this one for probably about 7 years. No, Mike, I take my time with it. There's no heat on this blade whatsoever. I use 3M Cubitron and 3M Trizac blades, which are very cool. I've got a fan. There's a fan right here. There's a fan over here. I'm keeping air flowing across this machine like crazy. And if you notice, I don't spend very much time. I put very little pressure on the belts. Paul, I have no idea. Bob Kramer. Look up Bob Kramer. That guy knows how to do Damascus. Man, this is sharp. Oh my God. This is an old knife. It's an old American-made carbon steel knife. I like it. The guy did a great job. So he had it rehandled. Came out really nice. Got a nice edge on it now. Whew. All right, I got this one to do next. This is it's called a Condor by El Salvador. I'm gonna clean it up first, so I'm not gonna do it online tonight. So I appreciate y'all watching. So I hope y'all have a great evening. That's it for tonight. Unless somebody has another question, I'm shutting it down for the evening. I appreciate y'all. Hey Jim, thanks for watching, man. I'm looking forward to some more of your videos. I hope y'all subscribe to the channel. Thanks, Mike. AZ Turbo, thank you. Paul, thanks. Y'all have a great evening.